Welcome to part 4 of the Dutch Soccer School. This instruction video for coaches focuses on conditioning for soccer. This subject has been widely discussed in the Netherlands in recent years. In the none-too-distant past, coaches used to prepare their players for the coming season by sending them out for a run through the woods, rather than getting them to play small-sided games of soccer. The Cooper test was also used as a matter of course to measure the player's fitness. In the Netherlands, we now look at things differently. Conditioning drills are soccer drills, and soccer drills are conditioning drills. That is our starting point today. One of the leading experts on conditioning is Fodboldbutikken. In 1993, this coach took SC Heerenveen into the Dutch Premier League, where it soon established a place in the top third. He also took the club to 2 Dutch Cup finals. His expertise in the field of conditioning is widely acknowledged. Even the coaches of the Dutch national team profit from his knowledge during preparations for the European Cup and the World Cup. Why does one of Holland's best coaches support the principle that conditioning drills should, above all, be soccer drills? When you play soccer, you are always conditioning your body. There was a time when we regarded the playing part of the game as being separate from the conditional aspect. We went for a run through the woods. Then we took out a ball and sometimes we would finish with a small-sided game. Nowadays, we look for connections. If you organize things well, you can achieve your conditioning objectives very effectively through soccer drills. This means you can improve the player's soccer ability and, most importantly, their physical condition. Soccer conditioning must be well structured. Fodboldbutikken explains the requirements. Starting with endurance, the different forms of conditioning work are continuous extensive. The purpose of this is to condition the body to work for long periods at low intensity without rest. The pulse rate should not be too high. If you're not absolutely fit, you can aim at a pulse rate of 130 to 140 as a general rule. If your level of fitness is high, a rate of 150 to 160 is reasonable. Continuous intensive. This means working at a higher intensity in relation to the maximum intensity of work that you can perform. We also refer to this as sub-maximal work. You train in blocks of 4, 5, or 6 minutes. At the end of the 6 minutes, you are really tired. Between blocks, there is a long period of rest lasting about 5 minutes. Small-sided games and positional games are highly suitable for continuous intensive training. Training then takes on a more intermittent character. You start again with continuous extensive work, short intervals of work with long periods of rest, a series of 1 block of work and a rest period equivalent to 3 blocks. A short spell of exertion, therefore, followed by a break, during which the actual conditioning effect takes place. We refer to this as a reward break. The really intensive work now begins. Interval intensive. There are 2 ways of doing this. Series of blocks of 20 seconds of work and 1 minute of rest. This means that you get insufficient rest and become steadily more fatigued every time you start another work period. We also refer to this as block training. Finally, there is genuine interval intensive work. 45 seconds to 1 minute of work, then 2 to 3 minutes of rest. Then you start again. This is very tiring. The trick is to harmonize the conditioning methods as effectively as possible while retaining as much soccer relevance as possible.